Good morning, Falcons. Today is Thursday, April 18th. I am Leah Sadowski.
And I am Dylan Hampton.
Today's weather. Today will be partly cloudy with a high of 78 and a low of 50.
Each year on the third Thursday in April, we observe National High Five Day. This is a fun day where you can high five everyone that you see.
The origins of high fives are debatable.
During the last 1977 regular season Dodgers game, Dusty Baker hit the home run that made the team the first in history to have 4 players with at least 30 regular season home runs each. As Baker rounded third and headed home, Glenn Burke waited at home plate to congratulate him. In a moment that is Dodgers history but was never televised, Burke greeted his teammate by raising his hand, and they slapped hands in a victorious high five.
During basketball's 1978 to 1979 season, the University of Louisiana basketball team switched up their regular low fives on the home court thanks to Willie Brown and Derek Smith.
Give someone a high five today.
Here are today's announcements.
If you've been participating in the Young Hoosier Book Awards in the Media Center, you have until May 1st to finish reading 5 books and return your surveys.
Updates were emailed last week to let you know how many books you still need to be included in the end of the year Young Hoosier festivities.
This news feature is about an important message of if athletes are paid more than they should be or less than they should be. Are professional athletes paid too much? A lot of people go crazy after seeing all the money that they're getting per year. Some may feel that it is too little, or some may feel that it is way extreme on how much they are getting.
A lot of people think that salary should be based on the importance that the job is needed in the economy. It may also be based on how important they are to that job.
Teaching is one of the most important jobs, as all future generations rely on the teaching of the teachers that get the kids smarter and help make decisions for the world.
While we say that it is the most important job, it is the least paid job in the nation. An average teacher earns as much in a year as Kobe Bryant does when he scores a basket.
Another example is police officers, firefighters, and doctors. They're the ones that make sure we are safe and healthy. They make a fraction of what athletes are making. People who own sports teams are making way more than athletes. Their pay should be cut if athletes are going to be too.
In recent years, the biggest contracts in the NBA and NFL history have been signed. From the 2019-2020 season, 28 NBA players have received a contract that exceeds $27.5 million for the year, including Stephen Curry, a league's highest earner, who earns $40 million a year.
My name is Owen McGuire, and I'm here with
Spencer Lawhead from the 8th grade.
All right. Do you think that professional athletes are paid too much?
Well, I think it's wherever the teams can afford to play their players. If it's too much, if their team can't pay like the other players, yeah, I think it's too much. But if the team can afford it, pay them whatever you want.
All right. Thank you.
In the NFL, the Kansas City Chiefs signed a 10-year, $503 million contract extension with their quarterback, Patrick Mahomes. But he's not alone. In 2020 through 2021, many other NFL players signed contracts for yearly salaries ranging from $20 million to $43 million.
Professional athletes sacrifice important aspects of their life, especially their health and family. For instance, during each season of any professional sport, there are away games that keep players from their families. More significant, though, is that players pull their bodies in danger daily.
Physical injuries can leave professional athletes handicapped or disabled for the rest of their lives. NFL players who've experienced multiple concussions can suffer from progressive degenerative disease.
While the highest paid athletes draw more attention, the truth is that most athletes are fairly paid. Plus, we tend to forget that published professional athletes' salaries are gross salaries. While these may seem huge, so are the deductions from them. I'm Owen McGuire from the 8th grade, and I'm here with
Mr. Moeller.
All right. Do you think that professional athletes are overpaid?
I think they get paid for what people are willing to, spend money on. So the answer probably to a lot of this is yes, but we also as a society, want to spend money on going to these games. We'll watch it on TV, so there's billions of dollars. So if there's billions of dollars for these players to get paid, then they're going to want that money. So if people are willing to spend the money on the tickets and the TV, then they're going to get paid what they want.
All right. Well, do you think that, or where do you think that money should go from athletes being paid less or more?
Well, I'd like to think that a lot of these guys, I think a lot of things, retirements and different things, the lifespan of some of these players is not, in their career is not very, very long. The average, they say, what is it, like 3 years maybe in football? Like the lifespan of these players are not very, very long, so they could, set up a retirement plan for them, for those, down the road, so they can then help themselves after their, playing careers.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Aside from federal, state, and city taxes and pension, which everyone pays, players also need to pay agent fees, a $10,000 union due, and a jock tax for each of their own away games. Aside from federal, state, and city taxes and pension, which everyone pays, players also need to pay agent fees, a $10,000 union due, and a jock tax for each of their own away games.
If athletes are overpaid, how can you use that money more efficiently?
Some critics suggest that the large amounts of money spent on athletes could go to areas like education, healthcare, and environmental protection.
This argument believes that these investments can bring back a higher return.
Efficient use of money in the context of sports can involve more strategic approaches that seek to balance cultural and health benefits of sports.
The top 0.1% of earners in the USA make about $3,312,693. That sets most athletes at the top 0.0001% of earners in the USA.
The estimated revenue from sports is $8 million from the NBA. The MLB brings in around $4 million per year, and the NFL brings in about $3 million.
Athletes are almost set for life. Some of the players who are good and get paid enough to make it so their kids don't even have to work.
Athletes make way more than the average person, but the average person is paying for their paycheck. The athletes are also making smart decisions with their money.
Yes, sports organizations and athletes will always be able to be more charitable, but just because they can be more charitable doesn't make them not charitable. LeBron James raised $3 million for charity that a lot of people had forgotten about.
I'm Miles Osborne. I'm here with
Quinn Ridgeway from the 8th grade.
Quinn. Do you think athletes can be more charitable?
Nah,
Why?
because we already are.
Well, who do you think is the most charitable athlete?
Hockey players.
Any specific ones?
Me.
Oh, you heard it here first. Quinn Ridgeway, the most charitable athlete.
Yeah, that's what's up.
LeBron James Family Foundation focuses on helping children. LeBron James spent $41 million in 2015 so that 1,100 kids could go to school for the first time.
Cristiano Ronaldo has done a lot of charitable work, but most of it goes unnoticed. He's just donated 600,000 euros to charity, his entire Champions League bonus.
He's also donated $83,000 to fund a 10-year-old brain surgery. Most people get tattoos, but not Ronaldo. He supposedly doesn't get any tattoos, so he'll stay able to donate his blood.
In conclusion, depending on how you look at it, you may think that they need to be paid more, or you could look at it thinking they need to be paid less. It all depends on you.
I'm Miles Osborne. I'm here with
TJ Trout.
So TJ, do you think athletes are overpaid?
Nah, not really, because, you know what I'm saying, you're good at the sport, so I feel like you deserve, you know what I'm saying, a reward.
Yeah. So, like, is there a certain sport that you think is underpaid, or is there a certain sport you think that's overpaid?
I think baseball's slightly overpaid. I don't know why. It's just that, I don't know.
Baseball is pretty overpaid. So, thank you for talking with me, TJ.
Need help with math? Remember, Miss Corman will continue to offer free math tutoring every Wednesday and Friday morning at 8:30. Students meet at the main entrance in the vestibule.
Miss Corman will get you at 8:30. This is open to all 7th and 8th graders. You can attend anytime you would like additional math help.
Thanks for tuning in, Falcons.
Tomorrow will not be a testing day. We will follow a normal Friday schedule.
Remember to be safe, optimistic, accountable, and respectful.
And have a splendid Thursday.